actions that he has to do, making sure that we're taking care of it. We are best able to evaluate our resources. We're the ones who are at the emergency when it occurs. All of the other agencies that show up are not going to show up immediately. It's going to be a little while. We are responsible for the initial response to any disaster in our community. Again, it does not have to be tornadoes, floods, hurricanes, earthquakes. A couple of years ago, we had a little issue with a water line in our community. Anybody remember that? See Lynette over there nod her head, and Zeta. We had a water line that was about this big around that got a little hole in it. And all the water we had in our community was what was in the tanks around town. And we actually had people that lost water to their houses because there was no water coming to our community. Is that a disaster? It was about that close from being able to be a declared disaster. We were working on it. We got a phone call at 3 o'clock in the morning. Hey, we got a little problem, be aware. Some of you may have actually seen some of the stuff that we were doing. Turn your sprinkler systems off. Please don't go, because it was in the middle of July. Please don't water your yard. Please don't play in the pool. Don't take a bath if you don't got to take a bath. It got that bad. It seriously did. And that's part of what we have to do. So the role of emergency manager, I kind of talked about what it is that I'm doing, and I'm doing that to help the mayor out for our community. There's a lot of identification, there's a lot of coordination. And trust me, there is a bunch. When I say there's a bunch, there is a bunch. As emergency management folks, we coordinate all the disaster response that goes on in our community. Our role of responsibility comes over the top of everything else in the community. Everything goes in and out of our office as far as when we go into that disaster mode. We ensure that all stakeholders are aware of potential threats in our community, and we take all the steps necessary to try to do the best that we possibly can to protect our community. So what is your responsibility? This slide, this show's almost over, okay? This is intended to go 25 minutes, and I'm going to shut it down pretty doggone close to that. So what is your responsibility as a citizen? Well, number one, you've already done it. You're here, okay? Number two, make a plan for your own home and family. Be ready for what you think is going to possibly happen. Make for sure that you are prepared to take care of yourself as best as you can within the means that you have available. Get that education. Go over and talk to Marion and talk to her about making a plan. Make sure you have your documents, your contacts, a backup plan. Cell phones, wonderful, aren't they? You put somebody's name and number in there, and you tell your phone, call mom. Well, now this is gone, and you're at a payphone if you can find a payphone, and you need to call mom. You got mom's number?
No, you push a button on your phone.
You push a button on your phone, yeah. And we're really stuck, but really, we should have a list of those important contacts that we need to be able to contact. Do you have any cash available? I'll be honest with you. I carry money in my wallet. It is stuck in the back, and I forget it's there for the backup plan. I'll tell you another thing. I got a kid in college, and I said, she's got this really cool rubber cover on her phone. She pulls the rubber cover off, she's got money in there. Because she's always got it with her. And she's had to use it once because her debit card got compromised. And she had to come home. She had enough money in there that she could put enough gas in her car to come home. And she just slides right in there. It's an amount of money that you determine. 2 banks. Anybody bank down on the Gulf Coast? That's where your primary bank is? I have 2 banks, but I'll tell you what, one of them is on the Gulf Coast. And when Houston was underwater, one of the debit cards in my wallet would not work. But you know what? The debit card for the local bank did. What if a disaster occurred here? And the bank here, all the power turned off. Couldn't buy anything, right? I've got a backup debit card for another account that's got some money in it. It's part of having those backup plans. Guys, bottom line, there's some good disaster preparedness information out there. And I'm not telling you anyone's better than the other. But I'll tell you what, this one right here, ready.gov, that's done by the FedGov, and it is kept updated. Go in there, read information, ready.gov. You'll probably remember it, you won't even have to write it down. Go in there and check it out, okay? It will give you information to help you out. Your responsibility, stay informed, stay aware, watch the weather, get educated, don't be scared, and have a plan. Because if you have a plan, you'll be able to ride it out. Hopefully you'll be that individual who's prepared and ready to go. There you go. Yes, ma'am.
What's